you'll be able to create your own customizable league that you and your friends can play in. The more the merrier.
Another game mode within my league is my
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Rockets on their way to the locker room earlier on.
Kevin, thanks.
Absolutely, D.A. Thank you. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And for Houston, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. P.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the 3 slot. Outside, Horford. Here's Simmons. That one's not going to go. Harden with the defensive effort.
And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot. But while that's a work in
what life as an NBA general manager is like? If so, this is a mode for you. Maintain relationships, develop your skills, and carve out your own unique path as you go from front office rookie to experienced executive. Learn the trials and tribulations of building a championship roster by interacting with your staff, making trades, and scouting future talent.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting... Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports. DH.
Kevin, thanks.
David, he is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. P.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the 3 slot. And for Philadelphia, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position. Not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Well, you know, I did not think I'd ever see a player equal Oscar Robertson's triple-double average for a season, which the Big O did back in '62. Then along came Russell Westbrook. Another level. Did it for 3 straight seasons, making an indelible mark in the history books.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And I like what he did at the line a season ago. How about 81%?
You know, he really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws.
And last season, Westbrook passing the great Magic Johnson for second all-time in career triple-doubles. Does he catch Oscar Robertson with 181?
I think he does, Greg. I think he's got a chance anyway, I should say that. Just to be in the conversation speaks volumes to all you need to know about Russell Westbrook's greatness.
They get it back. Now, here's Tucker. 6 to shoot. In the corner, Harden. Covington trying to break free. Almost, but it rolls out.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
And finished off by Horford.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Horford, no luck.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Westbrook, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And a wide open look for Simmons. Embiid. And Embiid is right there.
Yeah, Embiid plays with really good effort, and he plays with an effervescence that's contagious, and it's really endearing for a guy of his size.
Now, here is Harden. House kicks to Covington. Here's Harden. That one, no good. Good work defensively by Richardson. Here's Harris. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
And stolen by Simmons. Here's Richardson. So it's Richardson with the jam.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
Harden, no good.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Richardson kicks to Horford. They get it back. Simmons goes up again, and that's 2 points on the layup. Simmons got 6.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
A ragged start for him offensively, but he'll take it. It brings him to 1 of 8 from the field.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's foul number 2 for him. And the 76ers making a change here. Eibel's checked in. Houston with a big group substitution here. Green, he's checked in for Robert Covington. Gordon comes in for Danuel House. Then McLemore, he's checked in for James Harden. And it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And how about the defensive impact Embiid has on the floor? He's a great rim protector who can swipe an errant pass every so often.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's just so big. He's mammoth. I mean, he's not only tall and long, he's deep, too. He's a thick guy. So he's an excellent rim protector, discourages inside attempts at a high rate, clogs up the paint. That length is a huge asset. And then his foot movement, his agility for a guy of his size is pretty impressive, too.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Scotty's checked in for Horford. Korkmaz comes in for Tobias Harris. And it's Burks in for Josh Richardson.
Nice to see Gordon use his touch down low. I mean, not the biggest guy, but still skilled at scoring close to the bucket.
Green with the block. And they'll keep possession. Here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Here's Korkmaz at the top of the key, Embiid. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Embiid's got 10.
Embiid is a very assertive player, a player who fights the defense on these contact finishes and does so with confidence.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. 70. Naturally a ball-dominant player, James Harden talked to us about other...
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal, of course.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the 76ers.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
So on the floor for Houston. Gordon out there with DeMarre Carroll. Then it's Green, then it's McLemore, and it's Rivers in at the 1. Here's Burks, and the layup's good off the glass. Burks has got his first bucket of the night. Rockets trail by 20. And stolen by Thibault. And now the 76ers on the break. And stolen by Gordon. And stolen by Thibault. Embiid with it. Picked up by Rivers. And that one's good. Korkmaz.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Robinson comes in for Embiid, and it's Shake Milton in for Matisse Thybulle. There's the feed to Scott. Lets it go from deep. Korkmaz, no good. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. Rivers can't get it to go.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Here's Korkmaz. Offline with his 3. Rockets have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Carroll, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
You know, using all that speed to his advantage, Carroll enjoys busting towards the rim for these slams.
Here's Robinson, and finished off by Robinson.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim.
Yeah, just couldn't contain himself, couldn't control himself there.
It's Carroll on the wing. Houston moving it around. There's the 3. He can't get that one to fall. Philadelphia leading by 22. Milton in the corner. Burks the pass to Milton. The putback. The Rockets pull it in. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. The shot's good.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Stolen by Rivers. Down low. And there's McLemore on the assist by Rivers.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Here's Rivers. Scott pulls it in. Philadelphia's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Milton with it. Now defended by McLemore. Milton's shot is good.
And that's a nice, strong move in the face of some weak D.
The pass to Scott. Now here's Burks. Right side Robinson. Fires the 3. Here's Scott. Outside for Robinson. Fires from deep. Kept alive. They shoot again. Out to the right wing. From deep. Carroll with the rebound. Deflects the pass. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for the 76ers. And Burks hits 2 free throws. For Houston, they've gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. And that one's good. Westbrook's got 6.
Just by nature of his style, Westbrook is going to draw contact, so he's got to be strong enough and focused enough to play through it. And he is and does.
Great open look there.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
And Harden launches it from deep. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And his percentage at the line last season, right at the 75% mark.
No good on the free throw. And the second free throw, good. 29 seconds left in the first half. And now Philadelphia on the break. Milton with it. Now Covington defending. Burks kicks to Korkmaz. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. And Harden with the stuff.
Man, I like the activity of Covington's hands. He's constantly active, which is why he's able to get these steals.
Here's Burks. Second shot opportunity. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. A dominating first half of basketball. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fan. It was Joel Embiid who got hot in the first. He had 12 points, and that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. That's the group in the game for the 76ers.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
Embiid.
You know, you can't go for the shot fake. As soon as Embiid has you in the air, it's over. You're done.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And I like what he did at the line a season ago. How about 81%?
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
And it's Harden with the ball for Houston. Lets it go with a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Harden's got 7. And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons, his age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of a career where he becomes a solid shooter later on. Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebounding. Unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball. Gordon finds Harden. Sinks the three-pointer. Harden's got 6 here in this quarter.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
That kind of deficit, I think they're going about it the right way. I mean, they've got to get aggressive on defense. They need stops. And then you got to take care of the basketball at the other end so you get a good shot every trip.
And Harden launches it from deep.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
Lobbed up there for Embiid. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And Embiid has a really high basketball IQ, superb at recognizing when to leap for the alley-oop jam.
The 76ers leading by 20. In the corner, it's Harris. From past the arc, buries it from three-point range. He's got 5. Greg, we see defenses continually adjusting. Analytics favoring threes and dunks. Which teams do you think are toughest to score on at the rim?
You know, it's funny that you think defense in today's era, but if you look at the two teams that were the best in their respective conferences last season, they're the two teams I think protect the rim the best. Milwaukee with Giannis and the Lopez crew, and then obviously AD and LA with the Lakers. Those teams have the versatility on their front line to be able to defend the three and also protect the rim.
I think you've nailed it.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Westbrook can't get it to go. The 76ers have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Here's Embiid. The Rockets pull it in. Covington's got his 5th rebound in this one. To stop the run. Harden inside the three-point line. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Embiid. McLemore's checked in for the Rockets. Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
And the 76ers making a change here. Scott's checked in. Houston also making some changes. Jeff Green is checked in for P.J. Tucker. Damari Carroll comes in for Robert Covington. And Daniel House subbed in for James Harden.
And that corner 3, a cornerstone of P.J. Tucker's game. Takes it, makes them as much as anybody in the league.
And Greg, how about this little factoid? Back at the University of Texas, he only shot 4 triples in 3 seasons. Floor spacing was not a part of his game. It was about getting that thing in the paint. But to his credit, and it's an example for all young players, through hard work, that short corner has become his bread and butter shot. Talk about a total transformation from no threes to being a dead-eye corner 3 shooter. Horford is a true pro in how he does everything. There's no quit in this guy. Extremely competitive and highly productive. Boy, that time Russell Westbrook going for the spectacular with a little extra pizzazz.
Philadelphia moving the ball around. Horford finds Harris. Offensive rebound.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Fader on the way. Harris controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
It's been their Achilles heel defensively. They just have not been able to control that backboard.
They're getting outworked on the glass, and those second-chance buckets have devastated their defense.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second-chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Boy, when you combine Westbrook's athleticism with the ferocity that he plays with, hard not to foul him inside.
Both free throws good from Westbrook. 5 seconds left here in the third quarter. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Green, and the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. And so it's Philadelphia finishing the quarter up by a whopping. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. Taking a look at the Rockets. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the 3 spot.
you know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Westbrook dishes to Covington from deep three-point range. Harden, no good. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Shoots. The shot missing. And Houston the other way now. And it's the Rockets on the break. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Westbrook. Harden's got 11 points here in just the second half. The 76ers leading by 19. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Passes to Korkmaz. Shoots the three. The 76ers with another miss. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Philadelphia. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Robinson. Josh Richardson comes in for Korkmaz. And it's Ben Simmons in for Matisse Thybulle. And a switch here also for Houston. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Daniel House. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there, Gabe?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. 3-on-3. Richardson, that's a two-pointer.
Encouraging whenever Harden blocks a shot. When he defends with tenacity and intensity, he's capable of this.
A shot by Milton, no good. Rockets trail by 20. Pass to Harden. Here's Westbrook, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Embiid.
And after over a decade with the Thunder, last season, Russell Westbrook starting fresh with the Rockets, a superstar pairing with longtime friend James Harden.
And Greg, there were some legitimate questions about Harden and Westbrook and how they would play together. Westbrook not the floor spacer they looked to put around Harden.
And that preceded their moves at the trade deadline. I mean, committing to small ball. Westbrook, the lone non-shooter from distance, unlocked, though, to attack the paint.
And Harden launches it from deep. The Rockets again can't hit.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
Simmons misses from short range. Rockets trail by 21. Stolen by Harden. And it's Houston on the break. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Really good to see Harden get nasty on defense. He's got quick instincts and quick hands, and I like how he pilfers it on occasion.
They get it again. Embiid. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one's on Eric Gordon. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the 76ers?
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
Harris is checked in for Philadelphia. From deep, Harden. Good on the triple. Harden's got 17 now, just in the second half.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
There's the triple. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 16th rebound on the night.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Philadelphia.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Joel Embiid.
And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
pass to Harris. There's 47 seconds left in the game. It's good on the putback. And the 76ers lead by 14.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Richardson finds Horford. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
You know, we've gotten used to seeing this from Joel Embiid, a lethal offensive player who can get hot fast.
Harden has a wide open look. And another three for Houston. Knocked away. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
To the paint. From deep. The shot, no good. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. Even early on in this one, it seems.
welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Coming right up. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thank you.
Oh, that's a great story. David, thank you. Here's the starting group for Houston. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the small forward. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. It's Collins with the drive. And Herter gets it to go.
Well, Herter also comfortable getting physical and scoring against the defense, not just showing that he shoots it.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury, never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young, and Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs.
Young against Westbrook. And here's Young. Takes a 3. Harden grabs the miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And it's Westbrook missing.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Westbrook.
I don't think the timing could have been any better, as Russell Westbrook does a great job of taking advantage of the defense.
Shot from 16. A shot that time, not on target. And the Rockets take it the other way. And there's the call on John Collins. That is his first foul of the game. Harden scanning the floor. For 3.
Good contest, as Herter's size really helping that time.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
It's stolen by Capella. Here's Young. And the rejection by Harden.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Collins, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Robert Covington picks one up.
Probing and looking confident right now, forcing the issue and timing it well. John Collins doing a nice job.
And what was once a weakness for Collins, now a strength. His defense has taken huge strides since the start of last season.
And I think a young player like John Collins learns that blocks are not just a statistic that reveal how good you can be defensively. It's about positioning. It's about communication. And John Collins wants to be more complete on that end of the floor.
And Collins is right there.
Yeah, that's where John Collins sets up shop down in the paint, quick and athletic, able to corral the miss.
Tucker the pass to Harden. The Rockets with another miss.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up the 3-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Here's Westbrook. Oh, that was something else.
I mean, it is really like he's jumping off of a trampoline out there. Westbrook can do anything he wants when he gets up like that.
Now, here is Young. Capella, high post. Westbrook with the steal. And now Covington running the floor all by himself.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
Capella kicks to Hunter. Hawks passing it around. Here's Young. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
He just gets this offense going. Young operating in the mid-range this time.
A shot by Harden, wide open. Off target from outside.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Awesome concentration there. When Hunter's committed to scoring, he's hard to stop.
And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Damian Jones is checked in for Clint Capella. Reddish comes in for Collins. Bembry's checked in for Kevin Huerter. And it's Teague in for Trae Young. 1:15 left to play in the first quarter. Rivers passes to Green. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Hawks making a switch here. Dedmon's checked in. Atlanta leading by 4. Reddish kicks to Teague. Pass to Dedmon. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play. That'll put Austin Rivers on the line. That's on Jeff Teague, and he's got his first chance at the line here.
Well, he does not lack for confidence, does Austin Rivers. He plays with a huge chip on his shoulder.
Bembry the pass to Teague. Dedmon kicks to Teague. Puts up a 3. Out of hand on it. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rivers. .36 seconds left in the first.
And Green's defense, very important to this team's success. The way he gets up in the face of whoever he's guarding, it becomes infectious to the rest of his guys.
And Carroll gets it to go. The Hawks leading. Teague left side. And it's Rivers with the rebound. Houston's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. And that one's good. Green, guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
And Dedmon throws it down.
That's the kind of work you want your point guard to do. Sensational ball movement by Jeff Teague there to set up his man.
And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here.
Better to be lucky than good. That pass was just deflected and not stolen. Dodged a bullet there.
Rivers surveying the D. Lays it up and banks it in. Rivers has got his second basket of the night.
Well, the problem defensively after Rivers gets a step is nobody sliding over in time to slow him down.
And that concludes a back and forth high score. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
Now, so much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
Greg, I know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. You know, Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for Atlanta, Teague out there with Bembry. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon. Then it's Reddish. And it's Fernando in at the 4. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic. Thanks.
sometimes Reddish might defer too often, and maybe sometimes that's true. But also give him credit for being unselfish.
Here's Rivers, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Clearly a foul.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And last season, he was a 70% free throw shooter, something I'm sure he'd like to improve.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. John Collins, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedman. DeAndre Hunter comes in for DeAndre Bembry. Young is subbed in for Jeff Teague. And then for Houston, P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Chandler. Robert Covington comes in for Damari Carroll. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Ben McLemore. Now Gordon. After the missed three from Trae Young. It's Westbrook with the drive. That one falls. Westbrook's got 6 points.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Now, here's Reddish. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Clock at 6.
It's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
Houston in the lead. Tucker with the ball. He's picked up by Collins. Tucker can't get it to go. Here's Young. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. 6 points for him.
Yeah, you could tell Hunter knew he was open, did not hesitate to find him.
The shot's good from Westbrook. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
And that one is good. Young's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Westbrook kicks to Covington. Now here's Westbrook. T right on him. To the right side. Outside Gordon. Misses the 3.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Now, here is Young. 8 points for him. From outside the arc, sinks the triple. And it's a 4-point Hawks lead.
This is Trae Young's game right there. Rise and fire, and these shots are helping out the offense. And I think for years to come, you're going to be talking about the draft that Trae Young was involved in as the picks got swapped. One franchise getting their guy, and this team finding Trae Young. And he's been a blessing for where they need to go.
Brent, you know the Hawks believed in Trae Young on draft day. They made the trade for him and gave up a chance at Doncic.
Well, I don't look at it like that, Kevin. I look at it like Atlanta got their guy. It's not about who else was on the board. It's the fact that they could get their #1 choice, and that was Trae Young.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Bruno Fernando. Damian Jones comes in for Collins. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Reddish.
This could go down as the win-win trade of the draft over the last 3 or 4 years. The 5th pick in 2018, Trae Young traded on draft day for Luka Doncic, and they might have put a little chip on his shoulder, one that he played with in the second half of his rookie season.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double checking, and the game continues on.
Hawks passing it around. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by McLemore. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Harden outside. Takes the 3. Rebounded by the Hawks.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Young for three. The shot misses. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight, and has been the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. The defense told they got themselves into in the open. And
in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And on the floor for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. PJ Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the three, the small forward.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Young passes to Herter. Back to Young. Here's Herter. Pulls up on the elbow. A nice shot by Young. Young's got 5 points in the quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
And Harden launches it from deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Harden's got 10.
No one hits a pull-up like the Beard. I mean, he's perfected the quick stop and pop, and that thing is a deadly shot.
Jeff Teague, he's checked in for Young. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for the Rockets. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Rockets last season traded Clint Capella for Robert Covington. The front office felt it was a move they had to make to go from good to great. And, of course, they certainly gave up size, but with Westbrook and Harden in the lineup, they needed more shooting, with open driving lanes to be at their best. And Covington provides that, along with great perimeter defense. Guys?
A team that's no stranger to bold moves. Thanks, David.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Good move for Hunter to get to the inside, and he just navigated the defense well.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for Houston. 6-point game. And again, it's the Rockets from deep. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
And that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Connects from three-point range.
He has been an absolute wrecking ball from outside during this half, guys.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Teague, the pass to Herter. Here's Hunter, and it's Hunter with the jam.
You got to keep the ball moving, and that time Herter's pass leads to an open look.
And a deep three from Harden. And another three for Houston.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And here is Teague. James Harden getting it to go from deep. Shoots from the line. Teague can't hit. There's 1:47 left to play in the third. Harden kicks to Covington. This one for three. And another three from Harden. Harden's got the lead up to 4 now for the Rockets.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And Hunter getting enough room to find somebody to be hunted.
And so here is Houston. After the basket by Atlanta, Harden can't hit.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Herter, and that one is hammered home.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Harden can't hit.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
It's Collins with the drive. A good look from Harden. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Harden's got 26 points.
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
Teague with a clean look. They get the rebound. Capella. Outside Teague. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Three-pointer. That shot, no good. And it's Houston the other way. 24 seconds left to play in the third. The three from Harden. Westbrook passes to Covington. From downtown, Harden can't hit. Here's Herter to the middle. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
How about that? John Collins with some footwork down low. That looked like it's been practiced in the offseason.
And he makes both free throws.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Tie game in Atlanta. And we'll be back with you right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Bembry out there with Young. Then it's Reddish. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Jones in at the four spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Tucker. Green dishes to McLemore. Green kicks to McLemore. And a deep three from Harden. The long distance three is buried. Harden's got 29 in the game.
I mean, there's just no limit to Harden's range, even from way downtown. This guy is a threat to score.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
From deep, Harden. And there's the rebound by Dedmon.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
Young, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And here's Harden for three.
Like the defensive effort from Young there. He gave it all and was rewarded with the miss.
Again, Young missing.
And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Young, no good.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.
And without a doubt, one of the most advanced scorers this game has ever seen. Harden can do damage from just about anywhere.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Harden, no good. The Hawks trail by 4. The three. Young, no good.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
And here's Harden for three. It's Dedmon with the rebound. Dedmon's got his 5th rebound in this one. It's Young on the wing. Jacks up a three. Bangs home the trifecta. Now just a 1-point Rocket lead.
Trae Young stepping up and delivering in a big-time moment.
Harden outside. Pass to McLemore. Lets the three fly. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist from McLemore. Harden's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
On its way from Young for two. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on James Harden.
The mentality of Trae Young, shoot first, shoot often, keeps defenders very active, in this case, too active.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Jones. John Collins comes in for Dwayne Dedman. Hunter's checked in for Reddish. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Benford. And then for Houston, Robert Covington's checked in for Green. Emmanuel House comes in for Eric Gordon. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Ben McLemore. To tie it up. And Young, here we go. And the layup is up and in. Young's got the game tied up here for the Hawks.
The threat of Trae Young, we talk so much about gravity in the NBA.
The coach's challenge has been issued. First game like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, guys. I got a chance to listen in on what Lloyd Pierce was saying to the team. And even though they're down, he was confident. He said, look, guys, I've got all the confidence in the world in you. We've been down this road before. You know what we need to do. Kevin, let's see if they can overcome this deficit.
And this young guy relishes the pressure, stepping up there, confident in the clutch.
Now, here is Harden. He's guarded closely. Fires for three, and again for three. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Hunter, the pass to Young. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Beyond the arc. Rebound by the Hawks.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
In the corner, it's Hunter. That three off the mark. 15 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Now Westbrook. So Houston wins it. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean,
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. Francisco. We're just about set. Here's the starting group for Houston. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the small forward position. And for the Warriors, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Wiggins. And it's Chris in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a two-move torture chamber.
A shot by Harden, wide open. House controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. House has got the first points up on the board here for the Rockets.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
The Rockets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. From deep, Harden. He can't hit that time. The Warriors go the other way.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
Chris, nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Such a smart read by Curry. He has an uncanny ability to know whenever one of his guys is open.
From deep, Harden gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Inside, here's Curry, and he uses the glass on the layup.
You can't take Curry lightly inside. He's not the biggest guy, but he's exceptionally crafty.
From deep, Harden. Wiggins with the rebound.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Warriors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Launches it, deflected by Westbrook.
Always in a relentless pursuit of the ball. Westbrook is capable of making stand-out defensive plays.
Pass to Tucker. Outside Westbrook. Outside Covington. Houston moving the ball around. Again, the miss by Harden.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
Thompson with it. Westbrook picks him up. Green draws the double. Stolen by Tucker. And it's the Rockets on the break. And finished off by Westbrook.
He uses his finesse to get flashy. I mean, Westbrook is an elite above-the-rim finisher.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington.
That's a good break. I mean, it's tough to connect on those long-distance passes.
Houston making some changes. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Robert Covington. And Gordon subbed in for Daniel House. Looney passes to Curry. It's rebounded by Houston.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
From deep, Harden. He can't get it to go. So Golden State will take it the other way. It's Curry outside. Green with the rebound.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
From deep, Harden. And Pascal pulls it down.
He's lucky his teammates have picked up the slack for him. I mean, his shooting has been horrific.
No stopping Wiggins there. You have to respect his aggressiveness and fighting mentality.
And the Warriors making a change here. Poole's checked in. And then for Houston, Damari Carroll's checked in for P.J. Tucker. McLemore has come in for James Harden. And it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Here's Green. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And the length of Green is a real issue for the D. His arms just go forever, which often results in a lot of shooting fouls for him.
The Warriors have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Over to the wing. Toscano passes to Wiggins. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Here's Carroll. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, I think playmaking has always been in Gordon's DNA. He loves to score, don't get me wrong, but he also loves to share. A flat-out loss of concentration. That kind of turnover will drive a coach crazy.
The Warriors making a switch here. Smailagic is checked in. There's the steal. He's all alone. The finish. The big dunk at the end of the break.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
44 seconds left in the first quarter. Rivers gets a wide open look. The Warriors pull it in. It's his first trip to the line. The first one falls. Good on both. And so Green will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. A nice shot by Rivers.
And how about the handles of Rivers, showing how skilled he is at creating for himself.
Pascal, the pass to Smailagic.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Back to Rivers, outside Gordon. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. Right wing. To the inside. Now the pass to Toscano. Here's Smailagic over Green. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one's on Eric Gordon. The Warriors shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Yeah. And for anyone who thinks this game isn't about hard work.
Can't tell how many shots I've taken.
And as we know, Greg, Steph comes from a family of great shooters. It's in the blood.
But as you said, it's about the work. NBA players have had tons of kids. Most don't make it in this league. Steph is on his way to being one of the best to ever grace the hardwood.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, governing the split-second chance opportunities. I mean, that's what has them in the lead right now.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Robert Covington out there with Damari Carroll. Then there's Green. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's McLemore in at the 2 spot. 2 free throws coming up. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
To the middle. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Curry from deep three-point land. That one's off, still out of sync.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Rivers. The shot, no good. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. And there's a whistle. That goes on Daniel House. That is his first foul of the game. Curry finds Green. Out to Thompson. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Pascal, the pass to Chris. Banked in off the glass. Chris has got his second bucket.
And this is where Chris does a considerable amount of damage. Feels comfortable taking those interior shots. And coming into Golden State last year, Chris had a bit of a resurgence.
Oh, yeah. Averaged more points and rebounds than any other time in his career. Excellent shot selection. I mean, he shot over 54% from the field. He's hoping he's found something that he can build on. He's hoping he's found a home.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
That's about as a high percentage a look as you're going to get, running the floor beautifully.
He had a nice open look right there. Thompson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. Warriors on D. They trail by 1. And McLemore kicks to Covington. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Golden State's got into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Haskell's shot is off. The Rockets have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Covington into the lane. Here's House. Passes it to Rivers. Over to the left wing. No good on the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Thompson dishes to Curry. And there's the feed to Green. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Looney's checked in for Golden State. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Eric Paschall. Houston with a big group substitution here. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Damari Carroll. Gordon comes in for Robert Covington. James Harden, he's checked in for McLemore. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Austin Rivers. Looney kicks to Curry. And the Warriors miss again. Houston leading by 4. 1:43 left now here in the second. From deep, Harden cans it from downtown. Harden's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Rockets.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Curry outside. Harden grabs the miss.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
We've got 1:18 left in the first half of basketball.
He's got to be disappointed with his performance, but it'll be easier to swallow if they keep the lead.
And Chris throws it down.
Love the vision from Thompson. I mean, when you've been surrounded by superstars, you learn to keep your eyes up.
From deep, Harden. Harden missing again.
Well, their goal on D is to not give him any clean looks from long range.
Took him no time at all on that one. Now just a 2-point Houston lead.
But he doesn't have a clear path to the hoop, so why not? I mean, pull up and bury the 3 in transition.
And Harden launches it from deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Harden's got 12 points in the game. Top of the key, Chris. On the wing, Thompson. Another 3 for Golden State.
Well, he's an all-time great shooter with a tremendous motor. Thompson, he loves to one-up the opponent.
Here's Westbrook. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Yeah, after a first quarter where they struggled from long range, they've really started to get it closer to the basket.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Stolen by Harden. Westbrook against Curry. And Curry pulls it down.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
But he stays with it. Thompson finds Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 8 points for him.
This is where Curry does historical damage. I mean, prolific and efficient from range.
And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the...
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. Some good action during the period. And that should...
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, the defense didn't do a very good job of staying connected to him. We'll see if they make an adjustment.
Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Wiggins is out there with Green, and it's Chris in at the 5. That's the Warriors' 5.
And once Chris gets the position he wants, he is throwing it down with a vengeance.
From deep, Harden. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Curry's got 4 rebounds in this game.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
For the tie, and it's good on the way in. Curry's got it all tied up now for the Warriors.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
From deep, Harden. Again, the miss by Harden.
Slow to get warm after the break. 0 for 3 now. Maybe they need an early timeout just to try to settle things down.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Smailagic passes to Poole. Green kicks to Curry. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Curry's got the lead up to 3 now for the Warriors.
Using so many devices to get a shot. I mean, that time Curry on the catch and shoot.
And last season, a tough one for Draymond. Suffered a series of injuries, and no one hates to lose more than that guy.
Yeah, and even when he did play, because his teammates were around, he was exposed at some points, and he was frustrated much of the time. But that's in the past. Who cares about that? Now he's right back to competing.
And the Warriors making a change here. Toscano's checked in. Green, he's checked in for Houston. Shot to stop the run, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And see, Webb, the strength and conditioning of James Harden, something I'm not certain everybody has an appreciation for.
Yeah, and to your point, back in high school, despite leading Artesia to back-to-back state championships, Harden dealt with asthma and was frankly out of shape. Over the years, dedication to diet and training, that enabled him to reach new heights.
Eric Pascal, he's checked in for Green. Harden way outside. Shot clock reset for the Rockets. Pass to Rivers, back to Harden. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Harden's got 18 points in the game.
There is the unselfishness that coaches love so much. Rivers doing a great job getting it to the open man.
Tries again, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on James Harden.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Warriors shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. Damari Carroll's checked in for the Rockets. Gordon comes in for Rivers. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I'll tell you, Kevin, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And here's Harden for 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Harden's got 6 in the quarter.
His 3-point game has been incredible tonight. If he comes even close to repeating his first half performance, it's going to be a crazy game for him.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Kevon Looney is checked in for the Warriors. Harden can't hit.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Pass to Toscano. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
An unselfish wing who continues to evolve as a playmaker. Wiggins shows he's more than just a scorer.
Harden outside. Offensive rebound.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tip-ins.
Gordon against Pascal. Here's Poole, and he banks in the layup. Poole's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth, physical basketball, guys.
The three from Harden drills the three-pointer. Harden's got 9 points here in the second half.
What confidence from Harden. He's a lethal three-point shooter. He knows he has the green light.
Now, here's Pascal. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. On the wing, Wiggins. Not going to go that time. So Houston will take it the other way. Harden outside for the lead. The Warriors pull it in. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And slam dunk by Pascal.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Harden surveying the D for the tie. Another miss by Harden.
And until he starts knocking down some shots, I don't think the deficit's going to get any smaller.
Wiggins finds Pascal over Harden. Here's Looney. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Now it's a 5-point Warrior lead.
Assertive play by Looney secures the rebound. He goes back on the attack to finish the job.
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. They've got Damari Carroll out there. Russell Westbrook out there with Gordon. Then it's Ben McLemore. And it's Green in at center. A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
The defensive awareness, the timing. When you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Warriors leading by 5. They double team Curry. On the pass to Chris. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Thompson outside. And it's blocked. Gordon against Wiggins. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
And the vertical Westbrook possesses is tremendous. I mean, he uses it to perfection on his dunks.
Out to Thompson. And now here's Chris. Tight defense on him. And Thompson gets it to go in on the assist by Curry. Thompson's got the lead up to 5 now for the Warriors. For Houston, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
It's constant pressure that Westbrook puts on the defense. He never stops coming right at you.
And when you think about being fashion forward, Russell Westbrook's fearlessness extends to his game day outfits.
Well, come on, G.A. Russ lives by the motto, why not? I mean, the same reckless abandon we see on the court, yeah, it's reflected in his clothing.
Thompson. And the layup is good. And the Warriors lead by 4.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Green. Robert Covington comes in for Damari Carroll. And Daniel House subbed in for Ben McLemore. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. The drive by Green.
In terms of fundamentals, Tucker is rock solid at the defensive end. I mean, you can see the effort he puts into his D right here.
House kicks to Covington. Westbrook against Curry. Westbrook can't get it to go. Warriors leading by 4. Chris pass to Curry. Up again. And there's Thompson putting it right back in.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
And finished off by Westbrook.
Showing his muscle right there. I love how Westbrook takes on all comers when he's trying to score.
Curry on the wing. He's covered by Westbrook. Curry gets the bucket.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
Timeout called, the Rockets. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. Houston making a switch. Harden's checked in, and we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Mike D'Antoni was talking about with his team. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. It's 0-0. One play at a time. Execute the game plan. That's how we're going to win this game. Kevin is trying to keep them focused.
All right, David, thanks. To the paint, it's deflected. Wiggins against Covington. Inside. Here's Chris. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. And the Warriors lead by 5.
You gotta give Chris props there. Although he's young, he isn't afraid of the moment.
Reminding us again why he's one of the game's great clutch shooters.
And there's the foul. It will go on P.J. Tucker. That's his first foul. Eric Pascal, he's checked in for Golden State. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And what you admire about Curry is how easily the game comes to him. But he's earned that. He works so hard, he can play with such a carefree attitude.
The offensive rebound. Westbrook kicks to House. Harden outside. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Thompson inside the line. Rebounded by Covington. Covington's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Harden with it. To tie it up. And Pascal pulls it down.
The more threes he misses, the more he wants to take. Where they do that at? That's not the right mindset.
Rockets trailed by 3. Westbrook with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. And that one drops.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Pascal, the pass to Curry over Westbrook. Rockets with the rebound. Harden lets up. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Back to Wiggins. He dishes it to Thompson. It's good from beyond the arc.
And in the moment of truth, Thompson putting the team on his back, trying to carry them across the finish line.
And here's Harden for 3. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Curry outside. Harden grabs the miss. To take the lead. He's off from 3. So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do.
All-Star season and go.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over. Look at the 76ers starting group. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Here we go. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And for the Rockets, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the small forward. And here's Harden. The three. It's good from long range. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
And the Rockets with possession here. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
With Ben Simmons, his wheelhouse is in close. The closer he is, the more dangerous he is.
The three from Harden. That shot is off. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Here's Richardson. And a slam dunk by Richardson.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. It's going to be Horford shooting. Robert Covington picks one up. The 76ers shooting their first free throw of the night here.
Al Horford has demonstrated great leadership both on and off the floor throughout his career. A seasoned veteran, you love having him on your team.
From deep, Harden. Again, the miss by Harden.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
And Tobias Harris, a crusader for a cause that isn't talked about too much. He has a huge concern about sleep deprivation and the effects it has on athletes.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? While it's not talked about a lot, it is gaining ground in all kinds of circles, particularly in the world of sports, the whole sleep deprivation idea. And Harris is a guy who's conscientious and thoughtful. I love the fact that he's bringing this to his teammates' attention because it's critical. And he's certainly passionate about it. We'll see how much wind it gets with him speaking up on it.
Another miss by Harden.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Oh, great ball movement there.
To halt the run. Again, the miss by Harden.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
Here is Harris. The Rockets making the shot. Simmons. Rebounded by Covington. Westbrook against Simmons. The shot's good from Westbrook.
One thing you can count on with Westbrook, he is always in attack mode. That's 24/7.
And Simmons has got the ball here for Philadelphia. 6-point game. And then Simmons slams it in.
You really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
Fires the three. And James Harden with the three. Harden's got his second bucket of the night.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Horford. And a dunk by Horford.
Well, Simmons has what I call see-ahead vision. I mean, he sees a play ahead, and he's a great passer.
And here's Harden for three. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter. Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
And it goes out of bounds. last touch by Embiid. So for the Rockets, Jeff Green. He's checked in for Robert Covington. Gordon comes in for Daniel House. And McLemore subbed in for James Harden. The 76ers also with a sub. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Josh Richardson. Horford out to Harris. Thybulle on the wing. Back to Simmons. Comes up empty, and he's now 5 for 8.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
And there's Eric Gordon on the assist from McLemore.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. They lead by 7. Stolen by Tucker. Three-pointer. And the three ball is good.
Hey, one of the strongest part of Tucker's game is knocking down that three-point shot. He doesn't need much space to get it off.
Here's Horford. Here's Simmons. And he uses the glass on the layup. Simmons got 12 points in the game.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for the Philadelphia 76ers. That quarter had to take a... And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the 76ers?
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Taking a look at the Rockets. Jamari Carroll is out there with Gordon. Then it's McLemore, and it's Rivers, and it's Green in at the 5. The Rockets shooting their first free throws of this game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
The 76ers leading by 4. The kick out to Scott. Embiid, the pass to Robinson. Good on the three-point shot. Robinson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Boy, the floor awareness and passing ability of Embiid, very impressive, and he continues to grow as a passer.
And the foul on Mike Scott. That is his first foul of the game. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. McLemore, the pass to Green. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Down low, here's Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
Boy, Joel Embiid with the throwdown. Athletic, 7 feet tall, one of the best dunkers in the league.
You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with his play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
The 76ers making a switch here. Milton's checked in. Robinson for 3. That shot off. And Houston the other way now. Here's Gordon. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Nice to see Gordon use his touch down low. I mean, not the biggest guy, but still skilled at scoring close to the bucket.
Here's Scott. Green with the block. Outside Gordon. Wide open. The putback, and Green is right there.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
Gordon against Burks to the inside. Here's Milton. No good on the 3.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble. from three and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those three guys can all hit pull-ups and step backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific at the paint, at getting to the free throw line. So those are the three guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having a guard the three-point line.
Richardson the pass to Korkmaz. No good, unable to end this run.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Milton. A three-pointer is right on target. Milton's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. From deep, Harden. That one doesn't drop. And it's Philadelphia the other way. They've led by as much as 10. From the corner. Harden grabs the miss.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. P.J. Tucker comes in for Damari Carroll, and Russell Westbrook subbed in for Austin Rivers. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. They get the rebound. Oh, Quinn can't hit. Rockets trail by 4. Here's Westbrook. Rebound by the 76ers. Oh, Quinn's got his 4th rebound with that last one here. Oh, that was a strong dunk.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
Finished off the break. And now an 8-point 76ers lead.
You got to love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Robinson left side. Covington with the steal. And it's Houston on the break. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist from Covington. Now it's just a 3-point 76ers lead. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Robinson kicks to O'Quinn. Here's Richardson. So it's Richardson with the jam.
Yeah, Richardson's got a nice vertical now, and you saw it right there.
From deep, Harden. And another 3 for Houston.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And both free throws good for James Harden.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
To the paint, outside for Simmons. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, well, Ben Simmons had it going on in the first quarter. He had 12 points and
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
Kicking off the second half, here's Brett Brown's foul. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid.
And you rarely see the vision and playmaking of Ben Simmons in someone that size. That you can put him up there with Magic, LeBron, and Penny Hardaway in terms of those taller playmakers.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Greg. I mean, he's unique, really unique and gifted in that regard. And with all great passers, there are a couple of things they do well. One is they see a play or two ahead. They anticipate and throw the ball where it should be going, anticipating that. And the other thing is the timing with which they make their passes. It's usually right at the right time, the opportune time for a teammate to score on the catch.
Up top, Simmons, guarded by Harden. And Harris wide open. He shoots, and Embiid is right there. Embiid's got his second bucket of the night.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Harden, no good.
And you know what? He's just not on his game.
Boy, he's got such outstanding vision for a big guy, and he's a willing passer. He knows the importance of keeping the ball moving.
And the basket by Harden.
This guy is simply having a great game from outside.
The 76ers leading by 3. Simmons passes to Horford. Richardson outside. Pass to Simmons. That one misses. So Houston will take it the other way. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Rockets, Gordon's checked in for Daniel House. And it's Rivers in for James Harden. And the 76ers also making a change. Burks is checked in. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
Embiid wide open. Another miss by Philadelphia. Rockets have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Gordon, the pass to Green. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Westbrook passes to Green, and that one drops for him. Green's got the game tied up here for Houston.
You know, when you're open on Westbrook's team, he makes sure to find you. He's a selfless distributor.
Burks finds Embiid. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. There's the pass to Horford. From down in the low post, it goes. Horford's got 7.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass.
Oh. Boy, that time Russell Westbrook going for the spectacular with a little extra pizzazz.
So here's Burks. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
For 3, Westbrook. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That is his first foul of the game. McLemore's checked in for Houston. Then for the 76ers, Mike Scott's checked in for Embiid, and it's Korkmaz in for Harris.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Carroll kicks to Westbrook. Green breaking loose, and it's Westbrook again missing. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
And taking a look back at last year's numbers, he's about a 76% shooter.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Houston. Harden comes in for Russell Westbrook. The 76ers also with a sub. Milton's checked in. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Houston Rockets. Trailing by 4. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. The Rockets again can't hit. The 76ers have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Stolen by Harden. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. From deep three-point range, the Rockets again can't hit. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Philadelphia ahead, leading. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. They've got Gordon. Then McLemore is out there with Harden. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And it's Covington in at the 4 slot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Pass to Korkmaz. Covington with the steal. Harden with it. Now guarded by Simmons. Harden, no good.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
And Philadelphia with another turnover here. Rockets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. To take the lead, Tucker. It's good on the putback. It's all knotted up.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
That's tipped. Covington with the steal. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. The deep 3 from Harden.
Timmons is very skilled on defense. He just knows where to be and how to guard whoever he's on. Versatile is part of his defensive skill set, too.
Hits it from 3-point range.
And they've gotten very aggressive on the offensive glass here in the second half, getting a lot of second chance points.
Pass to Horford. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. 11 points for Al Horford.
And that's Horford for you. I mean, that's what he does. He's a guy who brings toughness and great concentration to what he does in the paint.
And the basket by Harden.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Embiid comes in for Scott, and Harris subbed in for Korkmaz. From deep, Harden, and again it's the Rockets from deep.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Richardson attacking. So it's Richardson with the jam.
Exactly what Richardson can do on the drive. I mean, he can handle the ball. He's got a quick step, and he can finish when he gets to the rim.
And Harden launches it from deep. That one's rebounded by Embiid.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Harden's shot is off.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Harris makes it off the glass. And now just a 3-point Houston lead.
You know, we talk a lot about athleticism, guys. It's important. And right there, Harris used his well to create for himself.
A shot by Harden, wide open. Another miss by Houston. 76ers have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. It's going to be Embiid shooting. It's going to be on James Harden. For the Rockets, Daniel House comes in for Gordon, and Russell Westbrook subbed in for Ben McLemore. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for the 76ers.
He's basically automatic from the line, not the guy you want to send there now.
Westbrook drives in. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Westbrook is a master at drawing fouls, and he's got a lot of different ways that he can put that kind of pressure on the defense.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. The 76ers trail. Simmons feeling it out a bit. Inside, in the corner, it's Harris. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Horford's got 5 assists in the game.
The bigger the moment, the more Harris wants the ball. Big time shot there. He's comfortable in that role. You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there. Cool as they come, Ben Simmons loves taking these big shots.
1:46 left in the fourth quarter. Harden with it. From the arc. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid. Here's Harris. And it's rebounded by Covington. Covington's got his 5th rebound in this one. And finished off by Westbrook.
What do you expect from Westbrook coming up big in the biggest moment?
And the 76ers with possession. They're on a 12-4 run. And Simmons slams it in.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others. And you know the ball's going to Harden when the game's tight. Terrific at delivering and producing down the stretch.
Harris kicks to Simmons. 58 seconds left to play here in the fourth. It's in!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Harden inside the three-point line. Good! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
This is exactly what happens when you allow James Harden to heat up.
Here's Simmons. Money!
Hey, when the game is tight and snug, Simmons rises to the occasion, effortlessly capitalizing when his team desperately needs him to do so.
Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Here's Simmons. A shot, no good. Good D by Covington. So, guys, it comes down to this.
Time for your stars to shine.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Harden outside, shoots the 3. It's hauled in by Harris. Now, here's Thibault. Not a lot of room. Oh, off target.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but at least they did get the clock stopped. That is the one saving grace of that situation.
Can't knock it down, and they really needed that one.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
And here's Harden for 3, and again for 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks, for Greg Anthony. down Atlanta. We're all... And before...
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, D.A. Here's the starting group for Houston. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the small forward. And for the Hawks, Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capella is out there with John Collins. And it's Young in at the point. And some nice passing there by Houston. Covington passes to Harden. Young with the steal. To the middle. And there's Collins on the assist from Young.
Never one to shy away. Collins delivers as much contact as he receives.
And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on the defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trae Young is the type of player that can lead this league in scoring and in assists. And also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it.
And it's Young at the elbow. Stolen by Harden. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Westbrook, and Capella sends it back.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
Pass to Young. It's rebounded by Houston. Westbrook with it. Guarded by Hunter. Here's Harden on the wing. Beyond the arc. Another miss by Harden.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Young inside. He's covered by Westbrook. Young, good.
Nice look from Kevin. Intelligent and unselfish.
Harden inside the three-point line. Another miss by Houston.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps. In a funk this quarter, he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds. Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Let's go. And again, it's Atlanta.
And defenders have to be mindful of Capella. His length and strength can be a problem down low.
Harden scanning the floor. Buries it from three-point range. Rager, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters, but ultimately your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Here's Teague. That one doesn't go. And Houston the other way now. And there's the foul. It's on Dwayne Dedmon. That's his first foul. And here's Chandler, who brings it up for the Houston Rockets. From deep, Harden. No good on that one.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Jones dishes to Teague. Passes it to Reddish. Back to Teague. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on James Harden.
And I love that Teague didn't slow up when he got inside and went right in and drew the foul. Well, you know, he was once the future of the Hawks guard spot. But now Jeff Teague has returned to the team as a backup to the new face of the franchise.
You know, GA, Jeff Teague's going to be comfortable with any role he's given. Right now, running the second unit might be the best use of his skill set at this stage. But what I like, you can play the two together, him and Trae Young, and take ball handling duties away from Trae and let him spot up and shoot it. His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
On the wing, Harden. Lets it go with a three. Again, the miss by Harden.
Great perimeter D. Gave a good shooter absolutely no room to operate.
Bembry shot good.
Love the unselfishness. Not only can Cam create for himself, he can also create for others.
Again, the miss by Harden.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Teague feeling it out a bit. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. And here's Rivers. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. He feeds it to Green. Gordon for three. Doesn't go for it. Tie game in Atlanta. And back with the start of the second quarter. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for Atlanta. Teague out there with Bembry. Then it's Jones. Then it's Reddish. And it's Fernando in at the 4 spot. And it's good, 2 points. Rivers has got his first 2 points.
One of Rivers' pet moves, the dribble drive. He has the size and length to do damage off of it.
Offensive rebound. The pass to Bembry. It's stolen by McLemore. And now here's Rivers, the fast break opportunity. He dishes it to Green. And Jones sends it back. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. John Collins, he's checked in for Jones. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Reddish. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for DeAndre Bembry. And Trae Young subbed in for Teague. And a switch here also for Houston. Chandler's checked in.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
Carroll passes to Chandler. They get a hand on it. Collins with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. Young with no one around. Offensive rebound. Fernando. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
First one falls for him. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting. You know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us. Went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV. So we saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about. Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Atlanta.
Hey, yo, right here.
Young against Rivers. Young looking around. He scores with that shot. Now he's 3 of 8.
With that tight handle, Trae Young can get anywhere on the court he wants to go.
There's Gordon with the 3. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Rivers kicks to Carroll. The Rockets with another miss.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
All you see is a lot of frustration. Someone needs to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Young from outside. Chandler with the rebound.
Just not feeling it from beyond the arc. Sometimes that happens. He's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Yeah, easy call.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And he shot foul shots at about a 75% clip a season ago.
First free throw is good. Atlanta making some changes. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Collins. And it's Reddish in for Kevin Huerter. Houston with a big group substitution here. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Chandler. Robert Covington comes in for DeMar Carroll. Daniel House is checked in for Gordon. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Rivers. Dedmon's shot is off. Rockets trail by 9. Westbrook with it. And Young picks him up defensively. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Hard to believe that Westbrook is in his 30s. Elite burst. He's still one of the more feared players for opponents.
The Rockets making a switch here. Harden's checked in.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going. Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Here's Young. Rebounded by Covington. Houston's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Harden can't hit.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
So for the Hawks, Jones checked in for Clint Capella. DeAndre Bembry comes in for Hutter. And it's Teague in for Trae Young. Teague kicks to Bembry. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Back to Teague. Lets it go from deep. Can't hit that one. And it's Houston the other way. Here's Harden. An easy 2 points on the layup. Harden's got 11 points.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
Dedmon passes to Teague. Atlanta again missing. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Trailing here by 8. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Westbrook's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And so difficult to defend. When Westbrook is hurting you off the bounce, he's hurting you off the catch.
Teague against Harden. Teague dishes to Reddish. Off target from the wing. Covington kicks to Harden. From deep. That one, no good. And we finished one half of basketball. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. And the first few years of Trae Young's career have been fantastic. Bucks fans love him. And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, if you want to get into your offense quickly before the defense can set up, creating turnovers is a great way to do it.
And on the floor for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with Green, and it's Tucker in at the 5.
The willingness of Young to work off the ball just gives the defense another thing to account for.
And Kevin Huerter, a young player and a big part of this team's future. He keeps trying to add to his game.
And the area I love that he's improved, I think the most and needs to, is his ball handling. Doesn't have to only look for shots outside. He can attack the rim. He's also is more willing to take the lead in transition and create for others.
Covington with the steal. A shot by Harden, wide open. It's good from long range. Harden's got 14.
It doesn't matter how a defense plays him. Harden is going to make sure that that three-point shot is a primary weapon.
You know he's going to take a lot of shots out there. He's their #1 option right now.
Fires the three. Rebound by the Hawks. They've led by as many as 11 points.
I can see he's pressing a little now, trying desperately to help them shrink this deficit.
Lays it up off the glass. And now a 9-point Atlanta lead.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Harden outside from past the arc. Kept wide by Houston. Doesn't get it to drop for him. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Hunter's got his first 2 points of the night.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Here is Harden. 14 points for him. Another miss by Houston.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Westbrook against Young. Charity stripe shot. Capella. Great positioning on the putback. Capella's got the lead up to 13 now for the Hawks.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Collins wide open. He fires from outside off the mark. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you join the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
Oh, wow. And there's the ferociousness. Got to enjoy Westbrook taking flight and slamming it down there with authority.
This weekend, it's time for Court Conqueror, where you'll earn prizes by winning 3.
And a look at the Warriors arriving earlier on. Look, now Golden State's starting 5. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Green is out there with Chris, and it's Wiggins in at small forward. And for Houston, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. PJ Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the 3. Terrific talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Here's Green.
Some people call Draymond dirty. I say for sure sneaky, using the quick pump fake to draw the foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
76% from the line a season ago.
And both free throws good for Green. Houston's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. The 3 from Harden. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. And here we go. Fast break. Wiggins has got it. Here's Curry. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
It's an improving skill for Wiggins, moving the ball, but he's focused on improving that aspect of his skill set.
Now here's Harden. He's got 6. House. Draymond Green pulls it in. On offense, here are the Warriors. Chris finds Curry. Traps in the tray. Curry's got 7.
Oh, that's a drop in the bucket from Mr. Curry. One of the softest three-point shots you'll ever see.
The 3 from Harden. Kept alive. Great positioning on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Thompson in the corner. And he gets the bucket.
They've come out the locker room his eye. 4 for 4 to start the night.
And last season, PJ Tucker signing a 6-figure sneaker deal with Nike, maybe helping to offset how much he spent on shoes over the years.
Yeah, GA, the most renowned sneakerhead in this league. He owns thousands of pairs, and you'll even see him change sets in the middle of a game.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him into tough shots this quarter.
Curry outside. And it's rebounded by Covington.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open 3 like that.
Now the Warriors moving it up. The feed to Green. Outside for Curry. The pass to Chris. Back to Curry. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And here's Harden for 3. The shot, no good. So Golden State will take it the other way.
If he was shooting even a little bit better, the story of this game would be a lot different.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Westbrook, and they get it. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And it goes on Draymond Green.
No one plays with more fire than Russ. I mean, relentless at going to the hoop. No choice but to foul him sometimes.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Jeff Green, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Damari Carroll comes in for Robert Covington. McLemore's checked in for Daniel House. And it's Gordon in for James Harden.
Way to showcase the court vision. Westbrook, I mean, he gets his teammates some wide open looks.
Curry is inside, guarded by McLemore. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ben McLemore. That's his first foul. And the Rockets making a change here. Rivers checked in. It's Curry outside. Rockets with the rebound. Green kicks to Gordon. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
I mean, come on, fellas. Keep your head in the game. I mean, that pass should have been basic.
Warriors leading by 5. Here's Curry with the 3. It's hauled in by Gordon. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. A nice shot by Rivers.
And how about the unselfishness of Carroll? You know, he's not hunting shots, just making winning plays.
And the basket by Pascal.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Rivers works hard when he's in the game. That's what you love about him. He's at his best when he's shooting the ball with confidence.
Rivers hits both of them. The Warriors have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. No one near Curry as he lets it go. The Warriors keep it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Here's Looney, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Well, shots don't get any higher percentage than this. Looney is solid at getting good positioning and finishing.
Rivers, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Rivers has got 6 points.
It makes up for a lack of speed with just tremendous effort and hustle on that play.
Toscano passes to Looney. He gets it in there.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Rivers. He's got 6. Out left to the wing. Gordon for 3, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. It's been all about Stephen Curry. And earlier we spoke with Klay Thompson about the value of something.
Realize how easy it is to get looks from him.
Greg, you think about the championships they've won together. Incredible connection between these two.
Yeah, I mean, they have different styles, play different positions, but both are tough, competitive, and step up when it matters most.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
Green is out there with DeMarre Carroll. Then there's Austin Rivers. Then there's Gordon, and it's McLemore in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. And Green slams it in.
There is the unselfishness that coaches love so much. Rivers doing a great job getting it to the open man.
Bowman. No good. And it's Houston the other way. The drive by Green. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. Bowman's shot is good. Bowman's got the lead up to 9 now for the Warriors.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And here's Harden for 3. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Hands it from downtown. Harden's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
He's doing some good work from long range. I mean, he had 2 threes in the first quarter, and now he's got 1 in the second.
Golden State moving the ball around. Here's Poole, guarded by McLemore. And the basket by Smailagic.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Rockets trail by 8. For 3. Harden can't hit. Warriors have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Smailagic passes to Pascal. Here's Smailagic. A second chance effort. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Robert Covington's checked in for Green. Manuel House comes in for Eric Gordon. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Ben McLemore.
And last season, we saw teams double and trap James Harden more than any other player in the league. As soon as he crossed half court, they did not want the ball in his hands.
And all the trapping had to frustrate Harden. But whatever may come, he's going to make the right play.
Yeah, and he can, Jay, because he's not just a good passer. He's a great passer. He averaged over double-digit assists the year they played him at point guard. He makes you pay for sending help.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Harden surveying the D. The Rockets with another miss.
Well, I mean, I think he better come up with some different ways to get his points tonight, because the three, not one of them, ain't working.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 11.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance. Releases. Again, the miss by Harden.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Kevon Looney is checked in for the Warriors. On the wing, Green. Back to Curry. From deep three-point range. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Curry's got 12.
Using so many devices to get his shot. I mean, that time, Curry on the catch and shoot.
From deep, Harden hits the three-point bomb.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Let's talk about it. The great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
Thompson misses. Rockets trail by 8. From deep, Harden. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Wiggins against Westbrook. Outside for Curry. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Tucker. Tucker's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's the 3. And James Harden hits from deep. Harden's got 11 points in the quarter.
He's ramped up his game in a big way this quarter. I don't think he likes it when they're trailing.
Outside Curry. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Tucker's got 6 rebounds now in the game. From downtown, Harden's shot is off. Warriors leading by 5. Here's Wiggins. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And flashing some real toughness inside. Wiggins can finish plays that others simply can't.
Now Harden. It'll count. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the... Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. What a start it was for Stephen Curry. He had 12 points. Thanks for joining.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. You talk about dialed in.
Oh, man, what a tremendous first half. Okay, obviously he's feeling the flow, and he's looking to keep it going.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Chris in at the 5 down low. Stolen by Harden. And Westbrook, here we go. No good. Shot missing. The Warriors go the other way with it. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. In close. And the rejection by Harden. The tray connects from three-point range. Harden's got 20.
What confidence from Harden. He's a lethal three-point shooter. He knows he has the green light.
Westbrook with it. Now Green defending from deep. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from James Harden.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts. Top of the line, competitive spirit for P.J. Tucker. Doesn't mind doing the dirty work.
Yeah, he's just ecstatic to contribute to a winning team. After bouncing around all those years in Europe and then those losing years in Phoenix, he's found a home in Houston.
Curry fires from way outside. And again, no good by Golden State.
Can't quite find his three-point touch in the second half yet. He only had 2 in the first half, but still none since the break.
And here's Harden for 3. Harden missing again. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. It's a 3-point game.
He's big enough to cause damage inside. Thomas gets sent to the strike.
And we hear a player's attacking rehab. You know, Greg, by all accounts, Clay took it to another level.
He said he hadn't stopped working since the 3rd day after the NBA Finals. There was even some talk of him coming back toward the end of the year, but the Warriors quickly shut that down, knowing how much he means to this franchise.
Jeff Green, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Thompson right side. 5 to shoot. Knocked loose, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. Clock at 4. And Thompson launches it from deep.
They haven't needed him as much as I thought they would to.
Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall. And here's Harden for 3. The Warriors pull it in.
Can't get anything to fall, but it hasn't gotten him down. I mean, he's still gunning. I guess he's still trying to contribute.
Here's Smailagic, and Covington sends it back. And some nice passing there by Houston. Harden outside. There's the triple. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Harden's got 26 points.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowed.
Thompson with the bucket.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Well, it's a matter of pride and a matter of each side trying to seize control of this game right now.
No one covering. Harden's got 12 points in just the second half.
Taking control of the tempo. I mean, Harden won't let the other team turn their last 3 into a run.
Covington with the steal. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And Harden with the stuff.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
That's about as a high percentage a look as you're going to get. Running the floor beautifully.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Damari Carroll's checked in for Green. Then McLemore comes in for Daniel House. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for James Harden. And it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Now here's McLemore. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. No good with the triple.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
And here's Rivers after the three-pointer from Klay Thompson.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Pass to Smailagic. Thompson for 3. They get it back. Looney poked loose. It's stolen by McLemore. Here's the break. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Pass to Covington. The putback and the second chance effort by Gordon. Gordon's got it all tied up now for the Rockets.
How about Gordon on the glass? I love watching him work hard to keep possessions going.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
Wiggins from outside, and that one released in time, but no good.
Known for his defensive chops. Covington's length.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. The Warriors on top, up 2. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Rivers and Gordon make the backcourt. Jamari Carroll is out there with McLemore. And it's Tucker in at the center position. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Now here's Curry. Takes the 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. And the Warriors lead by 5.
I mean, logs his first 3 of the second half after nailing 2 in the first. They don't want to let this fella get going.
Count that one.
These buckets help Rivers get going. The defense can't allow him to get comfortable from there.
Curry kicks to Pascal. Inside. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Tucker's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul. Houston with a big group substitution here. Robert Covington's checked in for Damari Carroll. Daniel House comes in for Ben McLemore. James Harden, he's checked in for Eric Gordon. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Rivers.
Oh, my word. This is a shooting exhibition. A 3-point barrage for him.
Goes up, and Harden with the stuff.
Oh, an agile defender. Like seeing Covington take risks and go after steals from time to time.
Curry outside. Rebounded by Covington.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
I mean, come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you. A superb athlete.
It's Curry outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Curry's got 20.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch. And with the game he's having, there's no doubt he'll be the guy they lean on to protect the lead.
Now here's Curry. Thompson outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
He's got 12 points from three-point range now. 9 have come in this half alone.
And the jam by Harden.
Boom. He's so crafty with the ball. The ability to score inside and outside, just a terrific night from Harden.
This is it to Wiggins. Stolen by Harden. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Westbrook's got the ball. Houston moving the ball around. The 3 from Harden. The shot comes out. The Warriors go the other way with it. The deep 3 from Thompson. No good from outside. Houston leading by 3. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That is his first foul of the game. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. House, the pass to Westbrook. The 3 from Harden. Good on the triple. Harden's got 46 points.
Oh, that's just the confidence Harden has in himself. I mean, ready to fire as soon as he receives the pass.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. .153 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And the 3 off target. Warriors trail by 6. Wiggins up top, defended by Covington. Thompson for 3. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And the layup's good off the glass.
They need points so Westbrook gets aggressive. So determined to provide for the team.
Didn't think that was going to go in. Curry's got 23 points.
Come on, the more important the shot, the more confidence Curry seems to have.
And Harden launches it from deep. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Thompson right side. And they pick up 2.
And in the moment of truth, Thompson putting the team on his back, trying to carry them across the finish line.
Here's Westbrook. The pass to Tucker. Curry against Westbrook. Curry with some nice D. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Money!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Now here's Harden to end the run. With the tip, and Covington stays with it.
Can't forget about Covington in these moments. He relishes any chance to knock down big shots.
Wiggins kicks to Thompson. Pass to Curry. Fires from deep. But they recover it. And it's rebounded by Covington. Guys, it's come down here to a very important possession.
No room for error.
Here's Green. On the wing, Thompson. Back to Curry. It falls!
Oh, he's been doing this since back in the day, since back in college. Curry's one of the most clutch performers we have, really in any sport.
Harden outside. Launches a 3. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up.